Alright, so we are going to do the study guide. And here we go. Let me go through this quickly for you. Alright, so this becomes 3 squared x squared y squared over 25, actually 5 squared or just 25, and then y to the 6th times 4 over x to the 5th y. 3 squared is 9, x squared is x squared, y squared over 25 y to the 6th times 4 over x to the 5th times y. So y squared over y to the 6th brings you y to the 4th. And then 9x squared times 4 is 36x squared over 25 x to the 5th y to the 5th. Which simplifies down to 36 x, hang on. 36 over 25 x to the 3rd y to the 5th. And that's that. Alright, next one. Negative 4 times 7 is negative 28. This is going to be m to the 4th, n to the 6th. Add the 1 and the 3, add the 5 and the 1. Moving on. Everything gets the exponent of 3 applied to it, so 5 to the negative 3rd, x to the negative 18th, y to the 9th. So these two have negative exponents. So they move down to the denominator, become 5 to the 3rd, x to the 18th, which then become y to the 9th over 125 x to the 18th. This is going to become 18x y to the 9th over 20x to the 10th y to the 4th. 18 over 20 simplifies down to 9/10. X to the 1st over x to the 10th is x to the 9th in the denominator, and y to the 9th over y to the 4th is y to the 5th in the numerator. Number 5. So the denominator both get this negative 3 applied to it, so it's going to be x to the negative 15th, y to the negative 3rd. The numerator is x to the 5th, y to the 2nd, z to the negative 8th. So I have 3 things that have negative exponents, so they're going to move. So I have x to the 5th, and then next to that now I have x to the 15th. So that's taken care of, and then I have y squared, and then y to the 3rd, and then z to the negative 8th moves down. X to the 5th times x to the 15th is x to the 20th, and it's going to be y to the 5th over z to the 8th. This guy I can simplify first, so I get 3 over 5. I don't have to simplify first, but I can. This is x to the 3rd in the denominator, and then it's going to be y to the 1st in the numerator, and then z in the denominator, all this being raised to the negative 2nd. So this would be 3 to the negative 2nd, y to the negative 2nd over 5 to the negative 2nd, x to the negative 6, z to the negative 2nd. All of these things have negative exponents, so they're all going to move. So this becomes 5 squared x to the 6th, z to the 2nd, over 3 squared y squared. 5 squared is 25. 3 squared is 9. So there's your answer. There's nothing more to do. Alright. This guy, this negative, so this is going to change this to 2 plus 6n cubed minus 9n to the 4th minus 3n to the 4th minus 5 plus 7n cubed minus 8n squared. I write my highest exponents first, so that's going to be these guys, so negative 9 n to the fourth minus 3 n to the fourth is negative 12 n to the fourth. And then 6n cubed plus 7n cubed is positive 13n cubed. I'll cross out to keep track. And then just minus 8n squared. And 2 minus 5 is negative 3. Moving on. 4x to the fourth plus 5x to the third minus 2x to the third plus 3x plus 9x to the fourth. So 4x to the fourth plus 9x to the fourth is 13x to the fourth. 5x cubed minus 2x cubed is positive 3x cubed. And then just plus 3x. Alright. So this is just going to be 4g minus 2 plus 3g plus 3. 4g plus 3g is 7g. Negative 2 plus 3 is positive 1. This is going to be 5x squared minus 4x plus 2 minus 9x squared plus 10x minus 8. Like terms, 5x squared minus 9x squared is negative 4x squared. Negative 4x plus 10x is positive 6x. 2 minus 8 is negative 6. Moving on. This is going to be double distribution. So 2x times 6x is 12x squared. 2x times 5 is positive 10x. Negative 3 times x is negative 18x. Negative 3 times 5 is negative 15. So this becomes 12x squared minus 8x minus 15. When you have an exponent here, you cannot apply it. You have to what's called expand. So this is 2x minus 3 times 2x minus 3. And again, I'm going to double distribute. So 2x times 2x is 4x squared. 2x times negative 3 is negative 6x. Negative 3 times 2x is negative 6x. Negative 3 times negative 3 is positive 9. Combining like terms, I get 4x squared minus 12x plus 9. I can't do anything else because none of those guys are like terms. Moving on. Last two here. So again, double distribute. I know it's multiplication because of the parentheses, so 7n squared times n squared is 7n to the fourth. N squared times negative 6b is negative 6b n squared. Typically, when you have multiple variables, you alphabetize them. 2b times 7n squared is positive 14b n squared, and 2b times negative 6b is negative 12b squared. Combining like terms, can't do anything. Can't do anything with 7n to the fourth. So 7n to the fourth. And then I'm going to combine these two to get positive 8bn squared, and then bring down minus 12b squared. Moving on. So I'm just going to distribute 4xy squared to that and that. So 4xy squared times x is 4x squared y squared. 4xy squared times negative 5y cubed is negative 20xy to the fifth. And you cannot combine those because they're not like terms. And that's it.